So here's question 4. Question 4 says, what is the solution to the system of equations below? And here are our two equations given to us algebraically, and we have to use those equations in order for us to find the solution. And here are the solutions in our choices. We've seen this question before in question 2, where we have to find the solution, right? All right, where the two lines intersect. So let's just go into what it means again. That means that we have this equation here, which is 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. That will form a line, one line like this, all right? And you have another equation, right, which is x minus 3y is equal to 9. That will form another line, maybe something like this. These are not exact, right? And that being said, since those two lines, they're going to cross each other. They intersect at this point over here, and that is what we're looking for in our answers. What is the coordinate, the solution, where these two lines are intersecting each other, all right? So there are two strategies that we can use, as we did in question 2. I'm going to talk about strategy 1, where I'm going to give you the hints, and I'll also mention strategy 2 as another way you can go about finding the answer, and then you decide which one is best for you. So let's talk about our hints. Hint number 1, I'm looking to find what's the best way for me to find my my solution or my values. So now, being that I'm looking at this, I see there's a 3y, a positive 3y, and a minus 3y. The best method to use out of the substitution method or the elimination method is the elimination method, because I will be able to eliminate these two y values here. So that is the first hint. Use the elimination method. Pause for a minute. Okay, hint number 2. Since I'm going to use the elimination method, that means I'm going to add these two equations, right? Okay, so when I add the two equations, I will have 2x plus 1x, which gives me 3x. All right, now the positive 3y and the negative 3y or minus 3y, that will become 0y, which means that this now is canceled out. All right, it's been eliminated. And it will be equal to, let's now add the 6 and the 9. 6 plus 9 is 15. So now I have a new equation of 3x is equal to 15. And notice I have no y value, which now means I can solve this equation. That's hint number 2. Pause for a minute. Hint number 3. Now you will be able to solve this equation and solve for x. Remember, third hint, the first value in any coordinate is your x value, and the value for the second number is your y value. So once you find out what the x value is, which is the first number here, you want to find out which one is going to be. So when you divide both sides by 3 and you find out what x is, look for see if you find the x value here. Once you find the x value, then the y value is easy to find out, at least in this case. Or if you wanted to, you could just continue the steps to find the y value. But you can just really find the x and you'll be fine. Those are your 3 hints in order for you to be able to find the answer or find the correct answer. That would be using strategy 1. Strategy 2, if you use this strategy, which means that you would take the x values and the y value for each one, and you would then take them and then substitute them into each of these equations and see if it is going to be true. In other words, let's take a. If I'm taking a and x is negative 1, I would substitute the x with negative 1, substitute the y with 8 over 3, making it 2 times negative 1 plus 3 times 8/3, and see if it equals 6. If it does, and when I plug it here and it does the same thing, it makes it equal to 9, I'll know that that is the correct solution. If it doesn't work for both of them or not for any of them, that's not the solution then. So that would be how you would use strategy number 2. Plug in the values inside for x and y and then test it out to see if it's true. Those are your steps, everybody. I hope that was helpful. Good luck in answering the question.